Alright, testing 1, 2, 3, testing. Alright guys, so in this channel I'm trying to do a series where I climb as high as I possibly can in League of Legends. I've been playing this game for about 6, 7 years. I took a break for like a year and a half. Decided to come back to it and try to get some content. And in this series I'm just going to be examining my gameplay videos so I can get better, and also you guys can get better with me. If you're not interested in seeing the commentary during the gameplay, I will link a video with the gameplay without any voiceover, so you guys can just enjoy the raw gameplay. Currently, right now, I'm in Silver 3. Just started after 3.5, so not bad. Playing with silvers after that. I kept most of my game sense. A lot of things just came naturally to me, like map awareness, mini-map use, lane matchups, how people play. It didn't start off too well. The first few games, I got 3 DCs in a row. All 3 of them were rage quits by my teammates. And they were all mid and top. And then after I started getting my groove back, he started doing a lot better. And here early game, Akshan's doing a cheese on the Mordekaiser. Mordekaiser shouldn't have fought that because he didn't have Ignite, so he was obviously outmatched. But following me, we're starting a leash here in the blue side of the jungle. I know GRAGAS is not seen as very meta right now. Let me get this to stick. There's a way to keep it on GRAGAS. Here we go. Here we go. I know that people don't see GRAGAS as too meta right now in the jungle. I actually went to the interface where the champion select is, and you can, filter it by top lane, mid lane, jungle, bot lane, and support. GRAGAS wasn't even in the jungle, which surprised me, since he's still, in my opinion, a decent jungler. He's definitely one of my favorite junglers. So I played a few games with other junglers like Shaco, and I was getting like success. Because I wanted to see if I can go back to my roots. I started playing some Nocturne because he's very strong right now. But this game I just went GRAGAS because you can see the enemy pick Nocturne, so I decided to go back to something I'm very familiar with, or used to be very familiar with. And I did pretty good. GRAGAS still has really great gank potential, really great CC, and he can gank early, like we're about to do right here. Nasus flashes in there. He could have just flashed. They could have just gotten away if they needed to, but I don't know why they come back. And Draven flashes in too. I didn't keep chasing him because I thought he would run away, but he decided to flash in and didn't even get a kill. So you could say that was honestly mostly Draven and Nasus' fault, but in low ELO, it's not about who makes a better play, it's about who makes the least mistakes, in my opinion. So I got a lot of early gold going back. Let's see, I backed and got a Hextech Alternator in my first back. That's good AP, good damage. Now obviously I cleared my blue side, so I'm going to clear my red side, and I find Nocturne here. Same level as me, make him back up. I don't explode my Q in order to avoid him, still stepping up to me, and I got away no problem. My mid laner isn't backing me up here, but I decided to go for the smite because I'm very healthy and I can heal back up if I need to. I slowed him, and Katarina tries to jump on me, do stuff. Obviously they can't. I'm very tanky. I have my item, and I passive to heal back up, and I pop a potion. I get my Raptor without any hassle. And we go back in. I decided to go invade to the bottom side since I know Nocturne was top side, but Nasus spotted me and I couldn't go to Nocturne's bot side jungle. So I decided just to go back to farming my own jungle. Here in the game, I think I made the right decision. There's nothing much I can do. If I would have invaded, probably would have got messed up. Obviously they went top side, but I had no vision of that until Nasus showed himself right here. Let me turn on Fog of War. Fog of War on there? Doesn't matter really. Yep, so I'll take the scuttle here. Gonna do that bad. Decided to engage here. My teammate said he was gonna be on his way. And I didn't really lose much. I could get away no problem if I need to. David tries to get me there. He has Glacial, I don't know why. That's super strange. And my Kiana's right here, so I tried to engage with my teammates. My teammates backed me up. I die here, but I gave my Kiana a kill, and the Nasus support gets a kill, which is really not that big of a deal. It's better if my Kiana gets a kill on the Kiana is better than a kill on the Nasus. If GRAGAS, you really don't mind going to those skirmishes, since he's such a good team fighter. He can engage and disengage very easily. If he has his passive up, he just gets that that little boost of health that people underestimate. He's really good. That's why GRAGAS is a really good top laner, because he has so much sustain. I go in and I Predator, try to get this clean up for my Kiana. You get the flash for the Predator, that's really good. Now my Kiana has an advantage, has a bigger advantage than she already does. He already has this rated Dirk on top of the Katarina and 2 kills. My Akshan is destroying this Mordekaiser, so he really doesn't need my help. So I just go back to farming here. Ideally here, since I have my top and my mid with so much prio, I should have invaded Nocturne's jungle. I should have just ignored my red right now. Try to get more ahead of his Nocturne, so let's get some more pressure. Maybe after that help the Akshan push in. Maybe go for a cheese on the Mordekaiser. You know, just make more aggressive plays in order to push us ahead. But farming isn't the worst thing right now. Bot lane. After this I should be going bot lane. I don't know what I do, because I obviously didn't memorize the game. This game that I played. But if it was the right decision, I would just immediately go bot lane after this. Sorry about that, my dog was barking. He's still growling at nothing. He's just a whiner. So, right here. I assumed that that Nocturne was going mid. I was gonna see if I could get a clean up, maybe counter some damage. So that's why you see me pop my Predator. But obviously it didn't pan out. So that didn't work too well. Nocturne trying to challenge me. I could wreck him here honestly, but I missed my ultimate. If I would have got that ultimate, I would have probably killed him. I probably should have just used my E to stun him, but he might have reacted to that. So the safer play was to go for the R. Because as you can see, he didn't react to my ultimate, he got knocked away from it. He still got hit by it. You guys should just be either backing or farming, because I have no mana, there's no reason for me to be mid here. I'm like wasting my time. In game, I'm waiting for my Q to be up so I can try to push this lane for Kiana. Since she's trying to get a gank on bot lane, I'm just going to hold her mid lane for her. She's doing really good, she's really fat. And she gets a kill bot lane, which is really good. She helps get both of the bot laners better. So she's basically just doing my job, and I'm holding up her job. As a jungler, you're gonna make sure that you're open to taking multiple positions. You're a flex. Sorry about that. He just won't stop barking. So, as a flex position, you always want to be able to go to other lanes, hold lanes for your teammates. You want to be as flexible as possible as a jungler. Don't feel like your job is to literally just go and gank and just stay in your jungle and farm up. There's so many other things that you could always do. And as you can see here, I just keep holding my mid lane because my Kiana is just literally destroying them. There's literally no reason for me to do anything else. There's literally no reason for me to do anything else besides that. So I just keep doing it. Alright, sorry about that long pause. I was going to edit that out. My dog just wouldn't stop barking. I had a YouTube video that my roommate was watching. So, alright. So yeah, basically, so getting back to what we were talking about. Kiana is doing really good. She's roaming. I'm making sure that she doesn't get punished for roaming and getting all these kills by making sure that her minions don't hit the tower and Katarina doesn't take her tower and get plate goal and start scaling. And making sure that Karina is getting as minimal as possible and Kiana is getting as much as possible. Here, just doing some classic invading. I know that he's on the top side. I'm just gonna be stealing his farm. Kiana responded, so I'm just gonna be helping my mid laner clear this wave. Akshan, I have everybody muted, so I didn't notice he was pinging me so much. He probably got muted after that. Yeah, because Akshan is kind of like probably typing crazy in chat. I don't even know about it. And when you play ranked, you should really just mute everybody. There's literally no point in listening to what people have to say in like most ELOs. Whatever they're saying, you can just, if whatever they have to say is more than just can be described in a ping, it probably isn't worth having to hear about it. Especially since it's solo queue. I let the Draven go there because I really didn't want to get kited. I get killed. I didn't have my cooldowns up. Not turning, goes on my mid laner, but I think he's gonna go for my Vayne. So I try to be there for her. Kiana's doing a really good job of handling herself here. She doesn't die to him. I think she still dies here though. I try to come in and help her. I got my Predator up. And I just smite him. He tries to get me here, but I am not worried whatsoever. And Kiana's right there, and I'm far too tanky for him to kill me at that point. So, let's go back to farming before we back. We got our top side. Nothing much you can do at this point. And I know I haven't got my blue since probably the game started, but I'm covering mid lane here, making sure she doesn't get any hit on his towers, making sure my Kiana doesn't get punished. Something important as GRAGAS is that you're a very supportive type jungler. A lot of people like to build him as damage, and you can totally go ahead and do it. But his kit is really excels at CCing and supporting your teammates. Your ultimate for catching people off place, your E in order to stun them and engage for them, your Q, that's the first thing I max because the slow increases dramatically. And so does the length, and so does the duration. So you land one of those Qs, and even if it's just like a quick pop, you're still gonna slow them like crazy. It's basically like a mini Nasus Q, a mini Nasus W. So it's really good. Not to mention that it also helps you clear your AoE camps really fast. Yeah, so here I don't have any information. I'm trying to get some information. I see Draven right here, caught off guard, watching his E, and he flashes because he has no choice. He sees that I'm waiting for him to throw his E. He probably says like, you know what, screw this, I have to flash out of here. I'm caught, and it's over. I see him trying to flank my bot lane, so I run there as fast as I possibly can, seeing if I can protect them, tank for them. I'm able to stun the Draven there. I make him back up. Look at that Q. Nasus is really slowed. Use my R to finish off Draven. And they have to back up, and none of my bot laners died. Nasus is caught off, and I get another kill right there. Good stun by Zyra. That's what I mean when it comes to GRAGAS. Like, I can just go in there and do my damage and not worry about having to get bursted. Even if I don't one-shot anybody, I still do a decent amount of damage without going full damage. So they have to respect me. And if they don't, it just gives my teammates time to back up and get away from whatever they have to get away from. And the game ends right there. They surrender, and I get a quick 15-minute game.